Hey travelers, are you heading to Disney and worried about how the heck you're going to stay cool in the Florida heat? Well, we are here at Saratoga Springs Resort in Disney, heading to Magic Kingdom today. It is about to hit 100 degrees, and I'm going to take you along and show you my favorite tips and tricks for staying cool in this weather. So I'm gonna go put on an extra layer of deodorant, and then you can come along with us to Magic Kingdom to see my favorite tips, tricks, and attractions for staying cool in this heat. Two things before we start driving over to Magic Kingdom. The Florida heat is intense. You've probably heard that already. So we're going to not only do things when we get to the park, but before we get to the park, and one of the big ones is sunscreen. You want to protect your skin. You're gonna want to reapply this. And my tip is to put this on before you leave the hotel room, on the car ride over, or when you're in the bus, the Disney bus, and you have this in your diaper bag, your backpack. Go ahead and put this on while you're in the air conditioning so you're not having to put this on sweaty bodies or people that are already hot. Another huge thing that makes a big difference, this will make or break you, is hydration. So we have water bottles with lids that we'll take into the park in our backpacks, but make sure that you're hydrating in the parks, in the hotels. Every chance you get, you're drinking. Probably know that you can stop at quick service stations to get water to refill your refillable water bottles. You can also go to the many water filling stations that Disney is putting in each park, but more and more they're putting in water filling stations. So make sure you're drinking all the time, and it's not a bad idea to get some Pedialyte packets. I use Liquid IV a lot of the time, something with electrolytes, because you're going to be sweating, it's going to be muggy, you're not going to be able to tell what's sweat and what's not, so you're going to want to replace your electrolytes. Your body will thank you, you'll be less achy afterwards, and probably have less headaches if you're staying hydrated. I also want to show you the variety of fans that we have. The first thing I always carry with me, but this is one of my favorites. It's in my Amazon shop, you can shop it if you want. But it is a USB, like it'll charge your phone. It's a fan. It's actually a flashlight too. It's got more power than you think. Great for when you're waiting in line. We also have multiple neck fans. We gave up trying to look cool at Disney years ago in lieu of trying to stay cool. This is one of the older models you can position. And this is the first time I'm using this. I don't know if it's gonna work today because I'm not wearing like a looser t-shirt, but you can basically clip it to your belt and then put your shirt on top of it, and it will blow, it'll suck in cold air through here and blow it up your shirt. The fans may seem like overkill, but I swear when you need them, you will be happy you have them. Something else I forgot was our cooling towels. They're towels that you can wet until they're damp and like snap them, and they cool you off just a little bit. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes they're more of just like a sweat towel, but anything helps when you're desperate in Florida. Cool ride option number one is the train. This goes all the way around to Magic Kingdom, and while it's not air conditioned, it is something that keeps the air moving on you, and you can catch this at multiple places around the park. So if you are near the main entrance, you can hop on, hop off. You can also pick it up near Frontierland, as well as near the Dumbo's Circus ride. Many a nap has been had on this train, and it's just a great chance to rest your feet, stretch your back. Something else we really enjoy doing, which I'm sure somebody will yell at me in the comments for, is grabbing one of these frozen lemonades before getting on the train and just sitting down and having a cool snack while we ride around. Now, if you hop off the train at the Fantasyland station, you will see this next cooling off spot, which is actually a water splash pad play area. My advice would be to walk through this area and then head into the big circus tent that is air conditioned and shaded. Another way to stay cool or cool off midday, end of day, is once you've gotten your views of the castle from Main Street, you can actually walk through the stores. They run parallel all the way down Main Street, and they are connected to each other for the most part. The stores are air conditioned, and there's usually a pretty simple pathway through to the end of Main Street. Window shopping is one of our favorite things to do. We have had many conversations about how we are not actually buying things at the gift shops, but it's fun to look. This is another great way to cool down, is just to pop into a gift shop, look around, take your time, and check out everything Disney has to offer. One of our favorite games is picking out what would you choose out of this collection. So which is your favorite mug? Baymax Marshmallow S'mores. We have also never been given a hard time trying on merchandise, so have some fun and try not to spend all your money. If you are stopping for any duration of time, go ahead and pull over into a shady spot. There's a lot of canopies on Main Street and elsewhere. But if you're going to do a mobile order for food, for example, don't stand out here and do it. Grab yourself some shade. Anytime you are at a quick service, make sure you grab your free cups of ice water. This is at Sleepy Hollow, and this is absolutely unrelated, but one of the best snacks in the park. Go ahead and comment below what your favorite park snack is. And while you're at it, when you're leaving, make sure you top off those reusable water bottles. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Another cool lunch option to try out would be Sunny Eclipse / Cosmic Rays. It is indoors, air conditioned. It also has a water bottle filling station and a really cool bathroom. All right, let's close this out with some attractions and rides that are going to cool you off. PhilharMagic is a show that's about 12 minutes long, 3D, 4D, dark, air conditioned. It's located near the carousel. Also in the area, and absolutely worth the mention, is a Small World. The line is mostly in the shade where it's outdoors, but you are feeling that cool air conditioning coming from inside, and it's absolutely a classic. Let's head on over to The Little Mermaid. Maybe it's the water features, maybe it's the fact that the line is more like an attraction itself, but the ride is pretty quick moving. It's got those clamshells that are constantly rolling through, and you have the chance to just sit down for about 5 minutes and enjoy the air conditioning. Next up, we are heading back to Tomorrowland, where we have 2 heavy hitters in our cool down game. The first up is the People Mover, which is severely underrated in the world of Disney. This ride takes you around Tomorrowland. You get a cool breeze, you get sensory deprivation, you get a tour of everything there is to do in Tomorrowland, and you can just rest, relax, recharge. Next up is the one and only Carousel of Progress. This is a classically cheesy ride. If you are not singing the song by the end, you're doing it wrong, but this gives you 20 minutes of sitting down in a cushioned seat with air conditioning. Enjoy. All right, let's head on over to Frontierland, where you can grab the steamboat, take the stairs down to the first floor for some shadier spots, and this just under 20-minute ride will take you around Frontierland and Tom Sawyer's Island and give you some great views. Back in Frontierland, be sure to check out the Country Bear Jamboree. It is opening so soon. We are so sad we missed it, but it's another great opportunity to have an air-conditioned show and put your feet up for a few minutes. If you are needing a break in Adventureland, head on over to the Enchanted Tiki Room. It's another continuously running show with a shaded line. It's air conditioned and dark and gives you a chance to catch your breath and cool off before you continue walking. We love to end the night with a walk through the confectionery for the sights and smells and snacks. And that wraps up our video on keeping cool in the Florida heat. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and if the hustle and bustle of Disney is a bit intimidating to you, be sure to check out our next video where I talk about what slow Disney is and how you can still have a magical time without burning yourself out.